everybody. Welcome to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. We're gonna be playing.
Hey, everybody, welcome to Phoenix. My name is Sorry.
The second the recording starts, Anna goes from her normal self to a bully. Alright, we're gonna play some Ace Attorney today, boys.
Yay!
Yeah. We're gonna start with the tutorial.
Yes.
Yes. Jelly!
Yes.
Wait a minute. That's not jelly!
It's blood!
Oh no! She's fucking dead! Damn it!
Damn it!
Why me?
Why me?
I can't get caught. Not like this. Oh, look at that suit. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. Goku. I'll make it look like he did it. I wonder who the villain is. August 3rd. 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Boy, am I nervous.
Do I get to voice then? No, I guess I'll just play on my phone.
No, Anna, voice Mia.
You're voicing on the character.
Anna, voice Mia.
No.
Yes.
Annie's gonna sing it. She's gonna be like, whooping after that. And she's gonna be like, I'm the man who talks and riddles and rhymes.
Anna.
It's me, dumb motherfucker.
Anna,
What?
say the line.
Right.
Oh, hiya, Chief.
Woo. I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well.
Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor.
A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case?
Yeah. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney.
Well, that's news to me.
I want to help him out in any way I can. I just really want to help him. I really owe him that much.
I really want to help him.
Right? Are you gay?
It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. Fuck, shit, fuck. Is that your client screaming over there?
Yeah, it's him.
Death! Despair! Oh, dude. I'm gonna die! I'm gonna die! It's me. It sounds like he wants to die.
No, really? Yeah. Outwardly size. Larry, what did I tell you about calling me Nick? My name's Phoenix.
Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die.
What? What's wrong, Larry?
Oh, dude, my scream keeps, like, shitting out.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished! I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away?
How do I tell him that it was me? The newspaper says it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. ketchup. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butz, my ex. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart and has a massive penis. That and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 2.
Fuck you!
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butz.
Prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright? This is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. This game is stressful. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. You seem rather guilty, Mr. Phoenix. Why don't you stand into that? Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Your Honor, are you sure that's a good idea? I mean, we kind of have to solve this murder case, but, I mean, yes, Your Honor. Audibly gulps, hand shaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. It's Phoenix Wright, sir.
Yeah.
The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butz, Your Honor. Silly name.
Correct the mundo. He's got a fat butt.
Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. Let me get the mic closer to my mouth. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Whew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. Wink, wink. It's... Wait. Uh-oh. No. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here.
Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name?
Oh, the victim? Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot, temporarily.
I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed on the court record. Just press the R button to check it anytime, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you.
Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? It's me. No. Attorney badge. No. Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct.
Correct!
Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt
weed.
Totally tubular, dude. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. I'm gonna come. Mr. Wright, put your pants back on. Well then, first, a question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor.
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what the object was?
The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into the evidence. Statue added to the court record.
Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use the R button to check the court record frequently.
Okay. Everyone, shut the fuck up. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butz, to the stand.
Chief, what do I do now?
Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help you in your client's case. Get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate.
Uh-oh. Larry is real unfortunate. Look at this guy.
Look at him! Look at him! Him! Mr. Butz, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, but I don't even remember what his voice was earlier, I'm not gonna lie.
Just go for her voice.
Alright. New Zealand accent, here we go. Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Anthony.
Didn't they all die? Who's Mark Anthony?
I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me ever. Like, you could see his mouth twitching.
Yeah, exactly.
What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butz, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped.
Trust me, I know it well.
In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. Like me.
I was fucking your wife, Mr. Butz.
She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it lies! I don't believe a word of it! Slanders, deceit! Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died.
Passport added to the court record. Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder.
Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! We can clearly see that, we can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. And
what do you mean by that, Mr. Payne? Are you a sexist?
Tell me, Mr. Butz, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you wanted him to answer that question.
No. Yeah, I do. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I? Nope, I want to wait and see what happens. Might be better not to get involved in this one.
Well, Mr. Butz? Dude, no way! That cheating she-dog! I'm gonna die, I'm just gonna drop dead.
Oh, I need to readjust my leg.
Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
Everyone shut the fuck up.
I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Nope. Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't.
Uh-oh. He went. What do I do? Let's have him answer let's have him answer honestly. I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Mr. Wright, what are you doing with your hands?
Yeah, I was there. I went.
Shut up! Well, Mr. Butz?
Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so, like, I didn't see her. Your Honor, the defendant is lying.
Lying?
The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butz is lying.
What a lying butt! Well,
What an asshole!
What an asshole! Lying like that in my courtroom. Oh, massage his beard. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Shut up! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sowitz to the stand.
You get what his name is supposed to be, right?
The screen went funky.
Oh.
No, what's his name supposed to?
It's Mr. Saw It.
Oh! Mr. Sowitz, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct?
Oh, yes! Newspapers, yes!
Mr. Sart, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Oh, here we go.
Oh boy.
I was going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it was strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead! I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1:00 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there.
Ain't nobody who uses the term quailed unironically is unguilty. Guilty! Oh, fuck.
Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that.
Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawat saw... The phone that Mr. Sawat used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal.
Blackout record added to the court record.
Now, Mr. Wright,
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
you may begin your cross-examination.
Cross-examination, Your Honor.
Right. This is it. The real deal.
You know it's getting intense when the harpsichord comes out. What exactly am I supposed to do?
Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave.
Lies? What? He was lying?
Your client is innocent, right?
Fuck no.
Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. The screen is super lagging, dude.
I'm sorry.
Or is your client really guilty?
How do I prove he's not? Tell me, you whore!
You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face.
That sounds like assault, but okay.
Open the court record with the R button and point out contradictions in the testimony.
I love you so much.
I am a registered sex offender. I stuck my dick into a blender. Your mom is a transgender. I am a professional nude sender. You know that I be dominating. My cock and balls are rotating. Ice on my wrist, I could go skating. Between thick thighs, I'm suffocating. I have a huge fucking cock. I nut inside my sock. I walk around in Crocs while my dick is harder than a